So in the military, you have to keep your bunk and your uniform clean, everything in top condition. But I guess it's different at some people's homes.
Well, there's a Georgia soldier and father who apparently brought that approach to his house because he wanted to teach his daughter a lesson.
Okay, and we saw this story, Jeff, maybe a week or so back, where this man decided, you were looking at a picture of it next to you, he put all of his daughter's stuff in the driveway.
Well, you were a teenager once, right, Kiva?
Yes,
Imagine coming home from school and you see your entire bedroom relocated to the driveway with a big sign posted by your dad that says, Kiva, clean up your room this time.
Yeah, I would be mortified.
That's what happened to this girl, and the dad says he wasn't trying to humiliate her, he was just trying to get his point across.
No, my intention was just to surprise her a little bit and let her know that we were serious about taking ownership and pride in her room and you know, doing the right thing. When we tell her to clean it up, you need to clean it up.
That's Craig Schlickenmeyer, the dad. He says the lesson was learned and the two have moved on. He says their family's very close with each other. He says his kid is great, a great student and a great kid. But this isn't the first time we've seen a form of punishing kids through humiliation. Last month, a mother forced her daughter to stand in front of their neighborhood holding a sign indicating that she was being punished for bullying. And then there was the case of an 8-year-old forced to hold a sign in front of her school with a sandwich board sign that read, "I like to steal from others and lie about it." Well, psychologist Jody Spires weighed in on whether this form of punishment is effective or goes too far.
That's a tricky question. I think you really have to know your teenager, you have to know the punishment, because my concern would be, what's being taught, the punishment or the lesson?
And then there's 7th grader Michael Bell Jr., who spent much of his time during one particular spring break walking the local streets of Miami with a sign that read, "Hey, I want to be a class clown, is that wrong?" And on the flip side of it, it explained that the boy was failing civics, language arts, and math, and asked drivers to honk 3 times if they thought failing was bad. We wanted to get your take on this. A lot of comments so far on the News 10 Facebook page, and Sheila says, good for him, the dad, Craig. Kids have no problems humiliating their parents, so why not? I knew my parents had no problems disciplining me in public, so I knew the consequences if I wanted to act up. Too many kids have no consequences for their actions, so the result is bad behavior, so kudos to him. And the comments go on, defending a lot of the parents.
Okay, I'm not a parent, so parents, speak first.
You know, you get so angry with your children sometimes that you're driven to extremes.
Right.
This is an extreme. The advice that was given to us before we had kids is, when they get older, just close their bedroom door and don't look at it because it will make you too upset. So that's one way to take it. I get the other side. You know, I asked you to clean up your room. I do an awful lot for you. Can't you just help me out and clean it up?
Yeah.
But putting it in the driveway, that's extreme. That's extreme.
My concern with some of it, including the girl who was bullying, is that you saw her on the street holding that sign, and then you saw other kids laughing and taking pictures of her. So the act itself results in bullying upon the bullier.
Right. So I'm not a parent yet, but I think my tactic would be to take away items they care. So you don't get your cell phone, if there's a TV in your room, or no Facebook or internet. That's what I would try, because I don't know if restrictions work, but I would try to, you know, like you're grounded, I would try to take items away.
Every kid is different. The key is find the spot that affects your kid, and then that's the button to push.
There you go.
Yeah.
Dad knows best.
Well.
He didn't, that's not what he said.
No. Dad knows little.